So we know the Falcon has cables or hoses, I guess they're more likely hoses, hanging in the landing gear wells. And you see this on aircraft models. You see it certainly needing hoses on car models. What else? All kinds of stuff. If you think of Mac, Machine and Krieger kits, there's all kinds of hoses and stuff all over those suits. And a longtime favorite of sci-fi modelers has been to use guitar strings for that kind of thing, because they look like little hoses. But you know as well as I do that they have a tendency to not hold their shape. You can finagle them, right? But you never get a great, I don't know. You can get a good curve out of them, I guess. But there's a better way. Definitely a better way. What I am going to do, and this just kind of hit me the other day, is anneal the metal. Okay, so annealing the metal means to superheat it and then let it just cool down au naturel, and then we're going to see if that changes the properties of the metal, making it more, I don't want to say malleable, but make it more flexible. Alright, so we'll try to do this all in one take. I've got the old torch. Now kids, if you're doing this, well, you shouldn't probably light a torch yourself. We're going to light a torch. Okay. And I'm going to just take a piece of this. So that's a G string off a guitar. A bass string would be even thicker. It just depends on what you need. But guitar strings go from probably, like a millimeter up to the low E or low D on a bass must be, I don't know, 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters. Okay, so we got a torch. I'm going to let this get red hot, okay? Red hot, and just work my way down. A guitar string is what? It's got a steel wire in the middle, and then I believe it's brass that's wrapped around it. If I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's copper. I think they're brass. So I'm heating that up till it glows red. Okay? Red hot. And you gotta be careful not to touch yourself with it, because it'll burn you bad. That should be good. Right on. So, I'm gonna let that cool. Cool, 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 cool. Still kind of hot. Yoy. Yep, still hot. Alright, I'll probably do a little quick edit. Do do. Still pretty warm. Hope it works. Okay, that's good. Alright, so we've got this. Now, let's see. Instead of doing it by hand, let's roll it around something round. Look at that. Not bad. We could get it tighter. Now, the proof is in the comparison. Here's the E that hasn't been annealed. Okay, it works, don't get me wrong. So you can see obviously I can twist it tighter. Let's get something smaller here. Screwdriver. Twist, twist, twist. See, that's holding the shape pretty good. Okay, and then you can work it however you need. But see, it's kind of lost its spring. It just goes where you want it to go, and it's a lot easier to bend than it was prior to this process. So, a little bit of metallurgy, and kind of works. You'll notice the finish, it's all burnt, which might be good without paint. It just depends on the look you're going for. If you can still see some of the brass in there, and I think if I just torched it a little bit longer it would burn that part too. So maybe you don't even have to bother painting them, it just depends on what you're going after. Obviously if it's like a radiator hose or like a coolant hose or a hydraulic hose, it's not going to get overheated to the point where it's like discolored metal from heating. But yeah, you can paint that. Cool? It works.